In this video, we're going to talk about how the Green Bay Packers' latest decisions affect and impact the team. Before we get into it, if you like the content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay, so the Packers have let 3 contracts void. Okay, yesterday was the deadline for the Packers to either extend or adjust the following 3 contracts on the team. We're talking about Darnell Savage, Yosh Nijman, as well as Keyshawn Nixon. Now these deals have voided. All 3 players will be hitting the market as unrestricted free agents. The biggest impact that has for the Packers is that the dead money will accelerate. Everything that the Packers have already paid but didn't hit the cap yet, it will in 2024, and it's going to be a significant amount. We're talking about 5.4 million for Savage, 2.4 for Nijman, and 1.4 for Keyshawn Nixon. If Green Bay were to have kept these guys, it would have made sense to do it before their deals voided, before their contracts voided, to keep the prorated money stretched. That could have saved them around $7.1 million to keep all 3 of those players. So, leaves the question, can the Packers still keep these guys? Absolutely. Can they just keep one of them? Absolutely. Okay, so why did they choose to wait? For, well, a couple reasons, but really the major reason that they decided to wait is that these players themselves have very little reason to re-sign with the Packers unless they give them exactly what they are wanting and what they need. So for the Packers, keeping them before the void date would have probably meant paying them something above market value. And this is something that historically the Green Bay Packers have just not been quick to do. If these players hit the market and can get more than what the Packers are willing to pay, and re-sign is a possibility when we start talking about that. So even if the Packers want to keep one or more of these players, they will absorb what has already been paid and move forward with a new contract. Okay, so really the most likely scenario that I see happening is the Green Bay Packers hanging on to the guy you see up on the screen right now, Keyshawn Nixon. Okay, that is probably the most likely scenario of bringing him back because he's not only just a 2-time all pro punt returner, but he also started for them as nickel corner in 2023. So they could potentially get a medium term extension for Keyshawn Nixon. But is he going to fit Jeff Hafley's defense? Time will tell when we start talking about Darnell Savage. Savage is a guy that actually fits more Jeff Hafley's defense than Joe Barry's defense. So somebody might be saying, well, then it makes more sense to bring back Savage. Um, yes and no. Here's where I'm at with that. Darnell Savage is going to command a little bit more money out there. So he's probably going to just be better off going and getting big money from a team that is willing to pay it. To the Packers would probably be better off looking to the draft to get somebody, and then also maybe even free agency, somebody that they don't have to break the money on. Yosh Nijman, when we start talking to Yosh Nijman, he is probably the least likely that the Packers would be bringing back because he was a swing tackle for them last year. And that's even after Bakhtiari got hurt. So the Packers really didn't, there's not much value there for him. The Packers have got better guys on the team currently right now than to bring back Yosh Nijman. Okay, so that is pretty much that the impact that the Packers, have by letting these 3 contracts void. My thoughts are bringing back probably Keyshawn Nixon unless they can get who they want in the draft in the first round if he falls to them. That being said, leave your comments. Let me know what you think. I think, letting all 3 of these guys, walk would be very unlikely. I think they bring back one of these guys. I would be shocked if we bring back Savage. I'd be very shocked if we brought back Nijman. I don't see that happening. I do see maybe Keyshawn Nixon returning to the Packers. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments. Go Pack Go.